As well as having the duration set in the system that you give it, so 45 days, TILOS can also calculate duration based on various factors. So we could choose on the calculation tab of this activity that we want to calculate various things, in this case the duration, and we're going to base that on the fact that we've looked in the bill of quantities and there are 9,000 cubic meters of work to carry out, and we can carry out, from our experience, 220 cubic meters a day. So in that case it will calculate the duration of the activity, so we can no longer edit that, we can only edit the quantity or the work rate. As well as basing it on a quantity, we can also base it on the length of an activity. So we can say that an activity, in this case, is we've given the duration, the length is 5,000 meters, and we can do 120 linear meters a day. So that's the second way that we can do it. Also, whilst this is a very uniform and linear process, often there are cases where there are different rates of production due to ground conditions along the route, and that can be embodied in a profile, which is a sort of spreadsheet that we can import into TILOS, holding variable rates of production. So if we choose our profile and that the duration will be affected by the values from that profile, we can not have a linear activity, we can have one that has got a shape reflecting the changing nature of the work and making the whole planning process more accurate. But once we have set the duration, we can create a second activity that reflects the next operation. So we've got some excavation to carry out, and this particular operation we think will take us 50 days. So we can locate that activity, but in TILOS we can also link them together. We can select an activity, and on each activity there's a links and constraints tab. We can make a new predecessor or successor, or if we can see the item on the body of the plan, we can pick up this yellow arrowhead and create a logic link, and from the context of that we know what sort of link is being created, in this case start to start, and we can give it some lead or lag, and we can have both a finish to finish and a start to start activity, so we can see the impact of that. Once we've linked the program, we can reschedule, carries out a full critical path calculation and gives us a new answer. And so if we were to change the duration of an activity later on because of a change of method, by rescheduling we can see the impact of that. Everything that we've done we can also undo even through a reschedule.